Hey, girl. Hey. Not yet. Hey. One more. Hey.
Good afternoon and salutations, Miss Mims. How is you?
I am shook
Okay. Wasn't ready for that. Go ahead, tell me why are you shook?
because I have never seen somebody, a RuPaul's Drag Race, just give up in a lip sync.
Oh, you're
Someone
talking
who
about
had the
Ella. Ella,
win.
right? Ella, right?
Yes.
Oh boy, we were both thinking. Me, and the husband were both like, what's happening? Why is she?
Somebody, she had the win. Like, she had the win. And you could just see Ru watching that going, well, I can't give her the win.
No, it
No.
was like what I genuinely was concerned. I was like, did someone give her a horse tranquilizer? Like, what happened? Because it just like she just looked very much like meh
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas
in
Christopher
the finale.
Sachi nailed it.
When when they finished the lip sync, I literally said, "There's no question.
No, no,
Like
no.
it's not even a question who is about to." And by the way,
Uh huh.
dear listeners, I don't know how many of you are big fans of old music, but I don't know what possessed Kitty Scott Claus to just rip off the skirt at the beginning of the song as if like, wow, how is that even appropriate for this kind of song? Like,
They did Dusty Springfield, You Don't Own Me,
yeah,
right? Which
how is that even a? Why
I
would you
was
do that?
hoping that Kitty would get the two of them together at the back of the stage, do like the end part to First Wives Club, which would have
Oh,
been.
that would have been so good. Poor Crystal would have not even understood the reference.
No, she wouldn't have. Ella may not have either, but I know Kitty would have.
Well, I mean, Kitty would have, but like, I mean, if you think about poor Crystal, she didn't even know who Kathy Burke was, so
That's
she's
true.
definitely not gonna know
That's
First Wives
absolutely true. So I have a quick news flash. Quick news
News
flash.
flash.
News
News flash.
flash. I'm not wearing pants right now. I know.
Ooh.
I am wearing underwear, but I am not wearing pants.
Well, just for the listeners to understand, the Divine Mims is so hairy that you would probably not notice the difference.
And it is the divine Miss Mims. Please don't forget the Miss. Please don't forget the Miss. It is my full God given name. The divine Miss Mims.
Your God-given name.
My God given name. Well, my God given name's you bitch, the divine Miss Mims. So I apologize. I apologize. Weren't expecting that, were you, Maim?
I was not actually. That was a egg on my face, definitely.
Wouldn't be the first time. Last time it wasn't egg.
Ew.
Oh, I know, I know, I
What's
know.
wrong with you right
That
now?
was rude. That was
Well,
very, very rude.
well out of hand. Well out
Well
of
out of
hand.
hand. Just out of. So, how was your Thanksgiving suppers?
Suppers? It
Did
was.
you not have more than one?
I mean, I cook a lot, so I guess sure we have Thanksgiving multiple times after Thanksgiving because I don't know how to make a small amount of food.
Are you sick of it yet?
No, it's
Okay.
cool. I like to alternate because I'm one of those people, right? Like I'm a person of color, so of course I love sides. So you just switch up your sides each day and everything's fine.
That is not necessarily a person of color thing. I think that's just a Southern thing.
That's what the meme says.
What meme? I thought the meme said you don't like mayonnaise. That's the that's that.
Wait, people of color don't like mayonnaise? What?
Are
Wait,
you
what?
serious? You don't know that stereotype?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a stereotype. That is a very strong stereotype.
Had no idea. Wait,
Yeah.
so what do people of color use?
Mayonnaise.
Oh, wait.
They also use too much mayonnaise. I don't know. I just know this is a stereotype. I
That's
I
mayonnaise just for FYI for everybody. If you are in an area that has a Publix, that's the reason your Publix subs taste so good is because they literally pile on so much mayonnaise. That's literally why.
what so ye who are not really a southerner, what is your brand of mayonnaise?
Wait, you were not. I was born and raised in the same southern town you were.
I know, but what is your brand of mayonnaise?
That is not relevant.
It is absolutely relevant as there
It's
is only
not.
one. You're going to say Miracle Whip, and that shit ain't
I'm
mayonnaise.
not gonna say Miracle
Well,
Whip. Our
thank
family,
God for that.
no. Actually, no. My dad did like Miracle Whip, but I was not a Miracle Whip person. Okay, fine. If I have to say, I do, I do prefer Hellman's.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's some northern trash, is what that is. It's Duke's, y'all.
I don't like Duke's. It's too sweet.
What? It's sour. Duke's isn't sweet. It's got that twang to it.
It's got there's something weird about it. I don't like
It's
it. I don't.
lemon.
Actually, I really am. I've lately, not lately, lately, but the last few years, I've almost completely switched over to Koopy mayonnaise because I
Now
really love
that's just
that
a
one.
bougie. I mean, Kewpie's delicious. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
so good. Well, I think if I didn't have so many Asian markets near my house where it's easily accessible, I probably wouldn't have gotten so deeply involved with it.
So last night we had eaten like a lot of rich food this past week.
Yeah.
So we were looking for a snack, and we had a bag of Takis, but the Takis were a little bit too hot for us. So Mr. Mims made a dip of sour cream and mayonnaise. End of list.
I'm gonna need you to. I love that you said we've been eating a lot of rich food for the last week. So our alternative was to dip Takis in sour cream and mayonnaise.
And I'm gonna need you to do that.
Now I do like having spicy nacho Doritos. I do dip those in sour cream actually.
Yeah, yeah. But
So,
you probably disagree. I have a controversial yet brave opinion. You ready for this? Cool Ranch
um,
Doritos are trash.
whoa, 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 we just
I
lost half
just
our
can't.
listeners.
They aren't good. They give
They were so
me.
good as a taco shell. They were so good.
Well,
I
that's
love them.
different. That's a taco shell. That's got shit. And I'm talking about you open the bag, you eat them. Right?
Okay.
Oh, but did you hear there is some news on the Taco Bell front?
Please, I don't know what it is, but
They're
what is
bringing
it?
back the Mexican pizza.
Shut up! Please tell me you're kidding right now. Please tell me you're kidding. Oh, don't break my heart like that,
I
please.
read it on Yahoo News a couple days ago.
Oh no, I can't handle it. It's my favorite thing there, and it's like it's been so hard ever since it's been gone.
My favorite thing is actually the spicy potato taco, which they did bring back. Oh, that thing is so good.
I mean, I like that one okay, but the Mexican pizza has always just been like my. I love it so
Do
much.
you remember in Statesville, North Carolina, Taco
Mhm.
Time?
Yes,
Okay, good. I
yes,
didn't know.
I
It
do
was.
remember it. Yes.
That is the first place I ever had a, a taco pizza, like a taco pizza.
We used to get Taco Bell. When was it? When we used to get to before Statesville had a place. We used to get it. I think when we used to go down to Charlotte, because there was a Taco Bell off of Independence, and
Where was there a Taco Bell over by the mall in Statesville?
no, there's only ever been one Taco. Well, I mean, there might be a Taco Bell there
No,
now, but
there's not there now. I was thinking maybe there is there now. I
there
don't know.
always was. There's always been the only Taco Bell that had ever been there was the one out by the Walmart.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yes, dear listeners, I do call it the Walmart.
Well, yeah, because there's only the one. There wasn't a Target or anything else. It was the Walmart on 21.
Is there a Target now in
No,
Statesville?
there's not a
Oh,
Target now.
I was like, wait, what? What?
No. So we made we being the divine Miss Mims, that bitch, made a mistake this weekend.
Oh no, are you pregnant?
No, not that kind of mistake. On the Friday after Thanksgiving,
So yesterday or the day before
2 days ago,
yesterday. Okay.
um, we wanted to go get out of the house. So I was like, hey, you know what's really cute? Blowing Rock, North Carolina, and it's not that far away.
It's not that far away from where you live?
It's like an hour.
That's it?
That's it. Hour 15, yeah.
From Cary.
No, I was in Statesville.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I
Sorry.
wouldn't be going to Blowing Rock for 4th
I
grade.
don't know. When you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
I,
Something's off.
we have things to do here. There's nothing to do in Statesville. So, got in the car.
Go to Mooresville.
God, got in the car, drove up that mountain. The Google took me up through Hickory and up 321, which I forgot has all those little towns, so it was stop and go traffic. Get up to Blowing Rock. We passed by the entrance to Blowing Rock, and I'm like, we'll go in the town first, and we'll come back and see the Blowing Rock.
The Blowing Rock.
So we went up into the town, and girl, there was a Christmas festival going on.
Oh,
There was nowhere to park. I had to turn the hell around and just go to the Blowing Rock.
we actually had some friends. Well, they're not friends, but some former classmates that were at that same festival because I saw pictures on Facebook.
I think they were at the parade, which was the next day.
Oh,
There was a
okay, that's what
festival
it
one
was.
day and a parade the next day.
Oh, well, that's.
You know us Southerners, we like it. We like a reason to get out of our car and look at some crafts outside.
Oh man, and those crafts are probably the same exact crafts that were there when we were children.
There are a bunch of acrylic hearts that have been painted with little polka dots everywhere. Tell me I'm wrong.
I wish you were, but you're not.
Some baskets,
There's always every time. Oh,
some hand painted little paintings that have inspirational quotes on them.
Inspirational quotes just mean quotes from the Bible. That's really all. That's all
Yes,
you mean.
yes. So then we hightailed it as fast as we could in all this traffic out of Blowing Rock, and then went to the Blowing Rock.
Uh-huh.
Spent $7 to go see the Blowing Rock. Now, as a child, I have not been up there since I was like 6. I remember it being so much longer of a hike to get to the Blowing Rock. You
Well,
open the
you had
door,
shorter
and
legs
Blowing
back
Rock
then.
is right there.
You had shorter legs back then.
They weren't that short. Like the Blowing Rock is literally right after you open the door from the building.
Okay. Okay.
Like, do you remember the story of Blowing Rock, the racist story?
Isn't it the one where like the person jumped off the rock to sacrifice themselves and then the rock blew them back up?
It's into
Or
their
so,
lovers' arms.
right.
Yeah. And they were both Native American because, of course, they were. There's this
Because
lovely
everybody was Native American in all of our myths.
there's a lovely picture of it's in silhouette of a, I guess, brave, because he's got a feather coming from his back of his head, and he's grabbing the princess girl who's got one of those long tunic dresses. Anyway, the worst part of Blowing Rock. Let me get to the worst part. Hold on, and then we'll get started with this episode. Dear listeners, I know it's about 15 minutes in, but I have to tell you.
It's like, what's happening right now?
So there was a nature trail to go down into the gorge. Okay, quarter-mile nature trail to go down into the gorge. I walked down. It's got to be 70 steps, and then the trail does not make it all the way down to the gorge. No. It makes it onto a platform with trees blocking the view overlooking the gorge.
Wait,
And
what?
I'm like, yeah, and I was like, and it's windy because it's blowing rock, right?
That's right.
Like there's wind on the side of this damn cliff. I'm cold. Mr. Mims has had enough. I've had enough.
He's had enough. I love it. He's had enough.
So
I can see that too. I can see that face. I can see it.
I was cold. I did not bring my cold jacket. I just brought a hoodie because I was like, we're going to be inside of a nice restaurant or something, drink some hot chocolate. It's going to be cute.
It's never cute in West Carolina.
So let's get into this episode. This is season 2, episode 7.
One of the most cut and dry episodes we've ever had. This is like the most linear plot
Yep.
episode we've had so far.
Can I say the name, please?
Go right
This
ahead.
is season 2, episode 7, Heart Attacks.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Doo
Do do do.
doo 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 Oh, apparently my audio was echoing when I was doing that. Oh, it's because I was probably getting too close to you or something. I don't know.
Oh, I like
You
getting
adjust
close
the
to you
microphone a little
too.
bit. There we
Aw.
go.
Getting close to you is great.
So we're at Sugar Baker's, and Charlene is reading a tabloid. A girl gave birth to her identical twin, and she took it to prom.
Yes.
And Charlene's big deal with this, they don't have prom in November.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the most logical too. I was like, I was right there with Charlene. I was like, yeah, no, that makes complete sense.
We learned that Julia enjoys these things. And then, like, Charlene goes in the story of how everybody likes him because she was there, and there was the heartbreak of Bridget Nielsen and Stallone on their honeymoon night. Maim, did you look this up? Because I did not.
About the two of them, or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like the
What happened
story?
on their honeymoon night to make it the
Oh, I
tragic?
didn't look at. I mean, I just assumed it was just because they were both tragic people.
Okay,
So
I know nothing
it
about.
was interesting though hearing Julia call her Brigitte Stallone, because
Yeah,
I don't think anyone ever referred to her as that.
no,
Even when we were kids back then, that was never something that anybody
no,
called her. So that was really
no.
very. That was a weird moment.
Yep. So Julia's like, I don't even know who Brigitte Stallone is, and Suzanne's just like, well, people have no sense of history anymore. You know, back then they were arguing about this, not the Confederate flags.
I know, I know, I know, I know. Like the things that people were upset about when we think about perspective.
Well, Helen Jane is dead, by the way.
Oh, dang it, not Helen Jane. Did they actually get her project done before she
No,
died?
they didn't. It's the first time that
Darn it.
somebody's died halfway through.
Oh, that stinks.
Mark Twain's here.
Yay, Reese is here.
Yay! And there is like some applause that feels
There's
very
the
forced
audience
by
is-
the audience.
The audience is into it. They're like, yes,
They're like,
Do
"How
your-
Holbrook?
do
We
your
don't
Mark
even remember
Twain.
you."
do your Mark Twain. I would love if this was like it's like a concert where people shout Freebird. I would love if people just randomly shouted Mark Twain during the
Mark
episode.
Twain. Mark Twain. Oh God. So this reminds me, we were watching, because you know you watch really bad television
Yeah.
over Thanksgiving. We were watching. Do you ever watch the YouTube thing where Trixie and Katya review things so you don't have to on Netflix?
Yes.
Did you see the one that was because Trixie had her appendix taken out,
Right.
so it's Katya and Jinx reviewing the second Tiger King.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Girl, there's one word that I'm going to just say at you, and I want you to watch it soon after this. It's gutter slut.
What?
There is a scene. So the Tiger King people are like, they went to the Trump rally on the 6th to unfurl a banner that said "Free the Tiger King." Okay, he's innocent or something like that. There are some insurrectionists who are going up to these people and saying, "We are trying to save America. Why are you doing this? This is not blah, 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 blah." And the woman, the insurrectionist, calls the man there a gutter slut.
Wow.
A gutter slut.
I mean, that's a pretty legit insult.
It's true. Speaking of gutter sluts,
I love talking about them.
did you know you can support us on Patreon?
What?
We have a Patreon. And I would like to thank somebody who is not a gutter slut. We're the gutter sluts
The
here.
opposite of a gutter slut, actually. The opposite.
They donated money to us.
Actual cash money to us.
Cash money in the amount of
Because they like us.
$69.69.
I feel like they were being cheeky.
I'm not sure, but I think so. So from what Maim tells me, they are a semi-professional whistler.
Yes. Semi-professional in that they have a day job still.
Oh, well, good for them. Damn, that came out far more me than what I thought it would.
I don't think you meant it to sound that bad.
I did not. It should have been more supportive. Well, good for them. Because I don't know if whistling really pays the bills. Is what I
No,
was.
I don't think it does actually. We haven't really ever talked about their business model, but I don't think it does.
But what could pay their bills? They are also on TikTok as GeekTomb. GeekTomb. GeekTomb.
Like the Tomb of Geeks.
So, thank you, Miss B, you Tomb of Geeks, for supporting us and making it possible for us to do this. Your donation is well loved.
Yes. Go support Geek Tomb and watch a lot of awesome whistling videos.
And support us. You can support us at Baking Sugar on Patreon.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We have a Patreon.
At Baking Sugar. It's a Patreon. Say it a few more times, maybe you'll sink
We
in.
got a Patreon.
I can't say that we haven't received any money now, so I can't say that.
That's right.
But I can say that we've received one donation now.
We've gotten an actual donation.
We have. This is a momentous day.
Mm-hmm. Should we play something? Sing
a little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Do you ever know that you're my hero?
Stop! That's enough, because otherwise it'll be copywritten. Oh,
now that's all that's playing in my head now.
Hold on. I can get another song stuck in there. Oh God, not Heart of Glass. What's the other Blondie song? The other big one at the time.
Tide is High.
No. Keep going.
Rapture.
No, not Rapture.
Anything at my telephone.
Sooner or later.
One way or another, I'm gonna.
That's it. That song sticks with you. One way or another.
That's so random.
I'm gonna get you one day.
Okay,
Baby,
this is so weird because so I don't typically do Blondie songs when I host karaoke, and it's so random that you just said that because I just did that song.
It's the most earwormy Blondie song.
But like in 3 months of me hosting that show, I've never done a Blondie song, and this was the first time I did it.
Because the only time you can actually understand what Debbie Harry's saying.
No, it's because my voice was shot, and I thought that was one of the only songs I could get through.
No, not you. That's not why you could sing any of them. I'm talking about that's why it's the most earwormy. Because how are you going to go?
Yeah, I don't even think it's that earwormy, personally.
What?
I don't even think it's that earwormy. I think that Rapture is more earwormy than that one.
Okay.
Sorry for my hot take.
Your incorrect opinion, Maim. Incorrect opinion. It says right here
in the notes.
It says right here in the notes that Reese doesn't want to take Sheffield out. Sheffield, who is a law school friend who does nothing but flirt with Julia.
That's right. What a jerk.
And he, like, Suzanne's met him, and he mentioned that he was gonna was with both of the Doublemint twins. Yes. And she has ridden on a float with the vice president. She was not impressed.
I love it so much.
So which vice president would that have been? That would have been either Ford or
It would have been in the 70s.
yeah. I wonder who it would have been.
I don't really know that much about vice presidents, unfortunately.
It would have probably been Ford or whoever Ford's was after Nixon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So we learned that Reese has Hattie Mae as his cook.
Which I put cringe beside.
So, dear listeners, I want to explain something to you that continued to go on in the South well after Jim Crow ended. So, a lot of older families still kept their cooks in indentured servitude. Sometimes
I mean, they
not.
definitely weren't paid the same as a professional in-home chef.
No, they were not. But kept them around for a long time. Like,
Well, they're like family.
one of my friends had he called her mammy. Like, called her mammy. Up in
Let me just pause for just a quick second. Let's be very clear, dear listeners. Mims and I are just in our early 40s.
yes,
And we ourselves have been connected to people that still use terms like mammy.
right. Like, it was his grandmother's servant, or grand aunt, I guess, grand aunt servant. But servant, God, that feels uncomfortable coming out of my mouth. But I think her name was Hattie too, or that's what they called her. God
Well,
knows.
It's like I said, if you were being paid the same as a in-home professional chef as they are now, then that would be different. But they weren't.
I will say this lady was given room, board, and after they died was taken care of for the rest of her life.
That's lovely.
That is lovely. Like still called her mammy, but like
That's nice.
they paid for everything for the rest of her life. So there was that. I will not.
That's nice stuff.
Yes. He was a prominent doctor in Statesville. Yeah. Anyway, so we have Hattie Mae's Reese's cook, and Reese hands Julia this letter.
I'm so excited.
With this huge gold seal on it. Chekhov's letter. And they have instructions to read it at Helen Jane's funeral. But only the Sugarbaker women, because they came and supported her during her death. Julia was their first choice, and no, Suzanne, there was not a second choice.
Runner up. Can you tell me if there was a runner up?
God.
That line is so perfect.
Suzanne will always be Suzanne.
Oh, man.
So now we're at Reese's with this grand staircase. Like, I want to come sliding down that thing. What? My fat ass sliding down a staircase. You gonna say something? You gonna say something, girl? You gonna say something? You gonna say?
You can slide down. You can slide down Reese's banister anytime.
I didn't say banister. I said staircase. I want to go down it every step by step.
Oh, you want to slide down the actual staircase?
I don't know about you, but I loved doing that as a kid. I did down a carpeted staircase. I love sliding down a staircase.
I had a bony butt.
I have no butt, but I still like doing it. So
put that on a t-shirt.
So we learned that Sheffield We learned that Sheffield gave advice against Ishtar.
Yes, Ishtar joke, because we needed that. Because that's back then, boy, there actually were in a lot of different sitcoms. There were
yes.
jokes by Ishtar.
Warren Beatty is getting a used look. Suzanne thinks he's been with too many women. And Charlene posed the question of, where's Al Pacino?
Yes. Which I mean, shortly after this, I mean, Designing Women may have been the thing that got his career back on track. Because shortly after this, that's when Scent of a Woman was like about 2 or 3 years later.
God, that is not a good movie.
That won him an Oscar.
That doesn't make Iron Lady won uh, Meryl Streep an Oscar. Are you telling me that's gold?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm not allowed, according to the bylaws, I can't say anything negative about Meryl Streep's, and you already know that. So
I'm not saying anything negative about Meryl Streep. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying negative things about that movie.
I don't know. They might be watching. You might never know.
Who might be watching?
Julio.
Do you ever see? Speaking of Meryl Streep, did you ever see the Red Nose thing? So Red Nose Day. Red Nose is the thing that the Brits do comedy.
Comic relief. Yeah.
Comic relief. Did you ever see the French and Saunders version of Mamma Mia?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I did or not.
Where it's like Alan Carr, I believe, is the gay one.
I've definitely not seen it.
And like Miranda Hart is the director. What? And she's like, I want to get you all in the same frame and just make sure you are shortest to tallest, and that's good enough. And like it is. And the Swede is played by a turnip. A floating turnip. I'll find it to you and send it to you later. It's about 7 minutes of pure. But Jennifer Saunders has the Meryl Streep like weird movements in that movie down pat. Like it's perfect.
Oh man, Mamma Mia. That deserves a rewatch, I think, soon, because that movie is bizarre.
So, they talk about some things, like Sheffield's like braggadociously saying some things. We learn that Julia doesn't know who Prince is.
It was like, what?
And Reese is like, y'all don't believe any Sheffield's fake stories, do you?
Yes, about having the yacht and blah blah blah.
Riding to UCLA in a helicopter, and
yes.
We also, so Reese offers him a nice toddy for after dinner, a nice digestif.
Yeah.
We learned that Sheffield is a health nut.
Yes, he has stopped drinking alcohol, and he likes to take vitamins and all of that.
And drink a nice smoothie before bed.
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting all those seeds in your teeth before bed and then having to floss all that shit out? My God.
I don't know. I think most gays are used to having seeds in their teeth before bed.
Mama Maim, I don't know what your daughter has been doing, but that is a daytime activity. When you are married, that is a daytime activity because you just want to get to sleep when it's time to go to bed.
Sorry, I'm like just picking up low-hanging fruit today. I'm just doing it.
It's fine. I've taught you well. Where am I at in this?
They're about to do the thing.
Oh yeah, so Chef is like going over Julia, going, I don't know why you go for him. He doesn't deserve you. And Reese says something, the sweetest thing. Nobody deserves Julia, so I thought I might as well.
That's right. Oh, so sweet.
And then Sheffield is like, hey, between Reese and me, which one of us held up better? Ha 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 ha.
Which, just so our dear listeners, in case you don't do the research level that we do, we do a little bit of research. We do a little bit. Yeah, we do a little bit of research. Yeah. I think it's funny that they even set up this premise here because these two actors are 15 years in difference in age.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wait, what? That doesn't even make
Also,
sense.
let me just throw this out there. They both went to Yale Law, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
Which means they're Democrats, because a lot of Yale lawyers are Democrats. That's not surprising. But for Reese, who is obviously a rich Southern, wouldn't not have made more sense for him to either go to Duke or Emory?
Well, maybe he went to Duke for his pre,
Undergrad,
and
yeah.
then went to.
Whatever. So they arm wrestle.
They do, and oh boy,
Suzanne, like they're doing it. Julia's like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Stop, men. Oh, no, men, stop.
please stop, y'all.
And Suzanne's like, there's nothing wrong with letting men fight over you. And then Reese has a heart attack.
Yep. And boy, was it a heart attack. Oh man. Beating on the chest.
What? So Sheffield is still holding on to his hand.
I know.
It's like, you need to call an ambulance. He's having a heart attack. But I can't give up this fight. Like,
And Reese is like, he's like beating his literal chest, and he's still holding his hand. I'm like, I think you guys are done.
so we're at the hospital now, the intensive care unit, which has a waiting room in front of it, like no intensive care unit I've ever seen. It's just a door with some shitty chairs. I've seen that with a waiting room, and I've seen that waiting room, just not in front of the intensive care unit.
No, I haven't either. But I mean,
And
maybe things are different there.
I believe they are at a community hospital in Atlanta, Georgia.
Which makes no sense at
No,
all.
they would go to like Emory.
Like, yeah,
whatever the Duke / Wake Forest / UNC / etc. etc. etc.
Going to the community hospital.
No, they would not be. So I would like to give a shout out to Suzanne Sugarbaker right now.
Oh my lord!
Who has it all under control.
It was like a different actress was playing this role.
Yeah, she's got the children on their way down. She's got Anthony ready to open up the store. Yep. She's called everybody. She's got it under control.
Yeah. Julie, on the other hand,
has a breakdown. It says it right here.
Right there. Has a breakdown. Yes.
So Suzanne stops her and it's basically like, look, I told the doctor that if it doesn't seem like Reese is going to make it, to come out and get you. Has the doctor come out and gotten you yet?
No.
Then sit down. Let's calm down. Put your head on my shoulder, and it'll all be okay.
Mm-hmm. Like a good sister.
And Charlene just looks at her and goes, my God, one crisis and she's Scarlett O'Hara.
Because that's how Southern women are.
That's how Southern women are.
That's how we all are. Yes, I include the two of us.
Yeah, well, Southern women and Southern gays. We will. The house will be burning behind us. We'll be stone faced with Hattie Mae behind us somehow.
And my Cuisinart.
not Hattie Mae, you crock pot girl.
Don't leave the instant pot, please. How will I live? Get the air fryer, Hattie Mae. Get the air fryer.
No, not that one. Get the nice one.
The deluxe basket.
Hattie Mae just keeps running back and forth into a burning house, grabbing electrical appliances. My steamer, Hattie Mae. This dress won't steam itself.
Get my pearls, Hattie Mae.
The jewelry box. No, the gold jewelry box, not the silver.
Just one more time. Just go pick it one more time.
Oh my God. So Suzanne says, we skip ahead a little bit. Suzanne says Reese is going to be okay because she made a deal with God.
She did. It was noble of her.
Yes. If Reese lives, God can take 3 of her boyfriends.
Oh, that's monstrous.
Reese is okay.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I thought that Hal Holbrook would not be getting an extended contract.
Charlene says Suzanne better call 3 of her boyfriends.
Yeah, because the good Lord is coming for him.
Oh, mercy. So now we're back at Sugar Bakers.
Yes, we're still not done yet with the story.
No, no, no. We've got about a page and a half left to go, y'all. Page and a, I don't know if you know what that means, but that's at least 7 minutes.
I mean, there's not that huge. I mean, there's some stuff happen, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So they have to be at the funeral in 30 minutes. They completely forgot about the
They
funeral.
forgot about the memorial service altogether. Which, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They're going to flip a coin. It's going to be Mary Jo and Charlene. They're going to flip a coin to see who is going to read it. So we do a little thing at Reese's bedside, and Julia's like, I doesn't say I love you, but says everything except for that.
Yeah, thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
She
Thank
says,
you, God.
Thank you, God.
So now we're at the funeral, and Mary Jo was chosen to read the letter.
And she's really stressed out about it because,
Well, she should be.
read.
So she's up there. She's got the envelope. She opens up the envelope, and she said, "The winner is." And
Yeah.
Charlene does a little chuckle and then holds it back. So to Carl.
Oh, Carl, sitting there all meekly, just like a little old man.
Did he put his hand up when she said Carl?
Yeah, he said, "Me, that's me."
Yeah. Well, we find out that he's an ass. Like, it goes through a laundry list of things, never complimenting her, never kissing her hello or
Insulting
goodbye,
her, she wrote too.
insulting her, having an affair with Vivian Blanchard, who passes out, and Annie Potts doesn't. Miss B goes, "Oh, I guess she's here too," and then find out they had an affair in Biloxi on the night of her hysterectomy. Mary Jo is done, puts the letter down, and says, "I think I forgot to put a corner in to the machine." Oh my God.
Oh man, I started to come back to me the first time I rewatched it. It started to come back to me just before she opened that envelope because I heard her in my head say the winner is, and I was like, oh, I do remember this episode now. Oh,
So now we're at Reese's again. Julia is worrying the hell out of Reese.
Just being the worst.
She is, but she's going to go out with Sheffield because she wants him to be like he's a friend, and like Reese doesn't. I don't really understand Julia's motivation. To be honest.
I felt like, so on one hand I kind of understood because it was Julia trying to do the whole Southern hospitality thing because Sheffield had been in town for weeks now, and Reese hasn't been able to do anything.
Yeah.
So I totally got it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, haven't we well established now that this guy keeps trying to chase you? Like a couple of times, it's been said it pretty blatantly.
Reese says the bottom half of me is still operational, which means they have not had the boomsin in a while.
And Suzanne was sitting right there with earshot.
And she says, Julie's like, "No, I'm from Suzanne," where Reese says Suzanne knows all about the bottom half of men. Suzanne says, "I don't like to brag," and then Reese says, "Yes, you do."
That was my favorite 3 lines of this show so far.
And she's just got this catty look on her face while he's saying it.
Those 3 lines were my favorite 3 lines so far in this show. Like, it felt the most, that's the most natural, like, humorous moment that I think this show has had so far.
Yep. Now we're back at Sugar Bakers. With the lights off.
Yeah.
Julia and Sheffield walk in
the dark.
And Sheffield kisses her.
That bastard.
Julia doesn't believe that Sheffield would ever do that.
Apparently she hasn't been living the life that we've been watching.
I know, right? And they go through some sort of spiel, and we find out Julia actually really loves Reese and beyond. Whatever.
I didn't know what that meant, actually, when she said that. I was like, what does that even mean?
So now we're back at Reese's. Reese is sitting there reading something. Julia walks in a red trench coat, and then like takes it off and is wearing a Meemaw nightgown up underneath it, all black.
It was so great because remember at that point in the 80s that was like such a cliche, but
Uh-huh.
then she came out with what she was
Yep.
wearing and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yup. So Julia gave Hattie Mae the afternoon off, and she's wearing her slutty heels.
Why did she have to have why did she have the negligee and the wrap over the negligee and the coat? Why did she have all three pieces?
I don't know. Like,
I just kept staring like, why? Why did you do
I
that?
don't have answers for you, Maim. I don't have answers for you. But we're at the end of the episode.
Yes, we. That's basically it.
Do 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 do
Julia and
do.
Reese go into Bone Town.
Do 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 do.
Population 2.
Well, Maim, did you find yourself a Miss Georgia world?
There was an outfit that stuck out for me. I don't know if I would say it's like the most beautiful outfit, but I thought it was really interesting. It was that interesting like tan and black pinstripe thing that Julia was wearing.
Yes.
I thought that
Yes.
was so interesting.
With the like flower brooch, and it looked
Yeah.
somewhere in between like a coat and a
Yeah.
dress. Yeah, I loved it. That was mine too.
Yeah, I
It was
like,
just
that's such a little 80s little. That's like such a nice little moment of the 80s.
yeah,
you know,
like it was really pretty. Like
Yeah, I was into it.
it surprised me. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh." I really thought you were going to pick that negligee. I really was waiting for you to pick that Meemaw negligee. It's not
I
even
mean,
negligee.
if I had
That
to
is
give
a
it to
nightgown.
if I had to give it to an alternative, it would be Julia in the red trench coat.
Oh, yeah.
Before she takes off the trench coat.
You know, I
Because-
wonder how many takes it took to get that nightgown up inside that trench, because I think it was longer than the trench coat.
It was.
So to get it up
So
in that
weird.
trench
It's
coat,
so weird. I don't
costuming had to be
understand.
real annoyed with that.
I don't understand. It was just weird.
So, Maim, did you enjoy this episode?
I did enjoy this episode. I mean, it was a very like, it was a very world building episode, right? Like we got a little bit more insight into like a side character's life with Reese and his job and stuff like that. And finally we let Suzanne be something beyond just the shallow person that she always is. So yeah, so this one leans more into the like category for me. How about you?
I agree. I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it watching it. I enjoyed it on the rewatch. And dear listeners, definitely enjoyed it better than the last week's episode, where I had a major problem with it. My mouth looks really weird in this angle. God, wow, yeah, that happened. That
I wasn't
definitely,
prepared for that.
definitely. What major? It's very major.
Please stop.
Very major.
Please, for goodness sake, stop. I can't.
You know, I thought we would get some feedback or some ratings or something on that episode, but we didn't get anything. So, dear listeners, if you like this podcast,
Yes.
like, subscribe. Do you do that for podcasts? Leave us a rating, like
You do subscribe to podcasts.
no, liking. I guess you do like them too. Don't
You like them too if you're on
I-
Spotify.
that's true.
All the different ones have different ranking systems.
But leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. Like
Yeah,
we do.
positive reviews also help us to show up in front of other people's feeds. So those would be
Does
nice
it?
as well.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people, if you're on iTunes especially, or if you're on Google Play, like leave us a nice review because that will help our algorithm to pop up into more people's stuff.
I will say, if you Google Designing Women podcast, we are the first thing that shows up on Google.
Probably because there's no other.
No, there's like 4.
What?
Yeah. So
People
thank
have
you for
stolen
listening
our
to
idea?
ours.
They stole
Oh no,
our
they're already
idea?
finished. Yeah.
Wait, they did the whole show?
Yeah.
They've done all like hundreds of episodes and stuff?
Yeah, they did that.
Oh.
They probably did like 4 in a day, something we are never going to do.
Oh, wow.
I know, like we can barely do one a week, let alone four in a day. Look, dear listeners, we at least admit that we're constant messes. Like we admit that we are sloppy and we are not good at this. We're okay. We're getting better, you know. We're getting better, like a nice wine or cheese, except I think Mame is lactose sensitive. She's doing something. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm looking up the thing.
What
Looking
thing
up the
are you
thing.
looking up?
What you just said to look up
What I tell you to look up?
about the podcast.
What did I tell you to look up about the podcast?
You said to look see that we got ranked at like number 1 or whatever.
No, I said that if you Google it, it's the first thing that pops up. I said you don't need to look.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, my God.
Sorry.
And it could just be me because I've got my own algorithm and I do this shit. So it could just be that.
Your own algorithm.
My own we all have our own algorithm. You know what? That's something that irritates me. Let me tell you something that irritates me, and then we'll get to saying goodbye.
Oh boy.
You know how people are talking about the vaccines are microchipped.
Yes.
Do they realize that our phones are microchipped, and that Bill Gates already won? Like he already won, y'all. We have these. We have these. We like these are everywhere. These, listen to it. Jeff Bezos knows what the hell you're thinking 24/7. Like, you don't need something poked in you to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Name, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah. After that, so we are. I'm on
Who are
Instagram.
you?
I'm
Who
on
are you?
Instagram.
Where are
I'm on
you?
I'm on Instagram
I'm
at
proud of you.
auntie.maim, MAIM, not MAME like the movie. I'm on Facebook at I'm your Auntie Maim, one word. If you would like to meet me IRL,
That means in
and
real
you're
life for the old people.
real life. Sorry, people that don't know acronyms. I
Or Dan
am.
Aykroyd.
I I'm down in South Florida. So if you're ever in Miami vacationing, every Thursday night you can find me hosting Amazing Colossal Karaoke at Kill Your Idol on Miami Beach, where we singing and doing all crazy kinds of stuff, and I'll be in drag, so you can come and take pictures and have fun with me. How about you?
I am the divine Miss Mims. That bitch. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. Everybody who listens to this, send me a message on Twitter at Divine Miss Mims and just say that bitch to me. I love it. You can follow us. You can follow this podcast on Twitter at Baking Sugar Pod, and you can support us on Patreon, like Miss B did. Geek Tomb. Send us some money.
Send us some money.
I can't believe that was just that one.
Man,
Jesus.
why can't we? You know what? Is Sally Struthers still alive? I wouldn't
Yes,
mind
Sally
getting.
Struthers is still alive.
Can we get her to like record a little PSA for us for our Patreon?
Hold on, let me see if I can do a Sally Struthers impersonation.
Maybe she's on.
Hey guys, it's Sally Struthers. Please help Mims and Maim by giving them some money. Thank you. I'm Sally Struthers.
The set, Miss, I'm sorry, Miss Mims, the
Sally Struthers.
Sesame Street Studios is on line 1. They said that they detected that you were holding Elmo hostage.
I mean, not Elmo, me Sally Struthers.
I'll let them know. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Night, girl. Night, y'all. Bye.